Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Saturday. Wow, this week went by fast. Seems like we were just doing this. Oh, yes. Tom is wearing his World Champion World Series hat, and that is special for Rod Eddington.
Rod, you said you wanted that World Series championship hat. There it is.
Ron Eddington.
Ron.
Yes.
What did I say? I already forgot what I said. You like it?
Yeah, there's the World Series hat you asked for.
Keep staring at it.
The St. Louis Cardinals World Series hat. Doesn't own the other one that you requested.
I wouldn't own the other one he requested.
Oh, goodness.
Someday, you and I are going to a game together. And you know which game.
That'd be fun.
That'd be a blast.
Yep.
We throw peanut shells at each other.
When we were at our at the RV Dreams rally, we met a great couple, Tom and Christine, and they are the same kind of fans as you are, big time.
Huge Cubby fan.
Huge, huge.
No, I mean, yeah.
This guy has a whole room in their house, and they're going to get ready to go full time, and we don't know where they're going to put all of his Cub stuff because he has autographed baseball bats, and every game, just about, he posts on Facebook autographed baseball cards of like the lineup.
He'll put the lineup of that day up on his timeline. Yep. And they're baseball cards, all Cubbies, all autographed. Every one of them. It's amazing.
Yep. Well, he does live in the Phoenix area, and they have their spring training there.
Yeah,
so he probably gets a lot that way. But they've traveled and gone to games, but huge. He had on a Contreras jersey, and I put my Yachty jersey on, and we stood together and took a picture. So anyway, that was fun. So we wanted to, Tom said he was going to start wearing a different ball cap.
And you're the one that gave me the idea to wear the championship one today, so it's like, thank you.
The World Series hat. So there it is. It is June the Tooth.
Today's June the Tooth.
Something silly that Tom and his radio buddy Tanner used to say on June 2nd. It was June the Tooth.
It's June the Tooth. You got June the 1st, June the Tooth, June the 3rd.
Oh.
It's June the 1st's sister, June the Tooth.
There you go. So Memorial Day weekend came and went, and we enjoyed sitting here watching people arrive, party it up, and then leave after a couple days.
It's kind of fun.
So, yep, it's the park was, or the campground.
Another perk of being a full-timer.
Big time.
We just sit tight.
And we just kind of hibernated those couple of days, too. The weather was not good, and I feel bad for everybody that did come out and try to enjoy the
It was cold,
camping.
Windy, rainy.
Yep.
And by cold, I mean it was in the 20s and 30s at night and 40s, 50s in the day only with the wind.
I don't know how the tent people managed. It was chilly.
Nice today, though. It's supposed to be 74.
Ooh.
Now we're chasing 75. Finally. After all, it's June the Tooth.
Not summer yet, though, so not technically.
So if it's not technically summer, then what does it mean? It's still
spring.
Winter?
No, it's still spring.
In the 20s and 30s, it's still spring.
It wasn't in the 20s.
It got down to 26 several nights.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
I don't know where you get your weather. From that broken weather station that we gave away. Actually, it wasn't broken. The only thing was the wind meter was clicking, and it was whatever it is. When we were in the Yuma desert and it got windy, some sand got up in it and it got hooked up and it stopped working. We need a new one. We really like to know, especially the winds. That's the biggest thing. It had a thermometer on it and it had a rain gauge, and we really needed to know about the wind.
And I know you didn't put on our little calendar things to talk about today, but our Tuesday video that went up this past Tuesday was about hail and our hail kits. And we've had some people, I don't even think you put them up here, commented on that and wanted to know, have we had any problems in the wind in thunderstorms? Did we feel like we're going to tip over or anything like that? And I can't remember who said that, but it's like, yeah, you get that feeling once in a while.
Yeah, I don't necessarily feel that we're going to tip over, especially when our slides are out, because we're not one solid.
And a lot of people say that you bring your slides in when it gets super windy like that because of slide toppers. And then they flap and they make noise, they can rip off. Yes, they can, all of that. But we do feel more secure with our slides out during a wind event.
Helps to balance. I mean, when a tightrope walker walks, they rock with the stick to help them balance, on the tightrope.
Yeah.
And we avoid driving in high winds. I mean, if necessary, we will pull off, and like we had to do in Wamsutter, Wyoming, it was so windy we ended up pulling into a Love's truck stop between trucks and slept in our truck because we can't sleep in ours with our slides in.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we just tried to avoid the winds, and like we did in Tonopah when it got really windy and the wind was hitting us broadside, we moved to that little RV park at the Tonopah station, and that way we were, not being broadsided by the wind. So we just change our direction if we can and not drive in the winds. So.
Also, with all the people leaving this weekend after a cold, windy, rainy weekend, it's kind of nice sitting back and not having to work a holiday weekend like we were camp hosting last year. And we were constantly busy from the time we opened our eyes till we closed them at night. The camp host here...
There is one?
Yeah, there's one. He doesn't do much. He walks around with a bag.
He's got a bucket.
Kind of picks up trash.
And a broom. Not even like a rake. It's a broom.
Sweeps out, cleans up the potty areas. That's about it.
Yeah.
You never see him. He doesn't mingle. He doesn't talk to campers.
His campsite is way off in a corner.
He's totally secluded from everyone else. And
he doesn't check on people and make sure that, dogs are on leashes and campfires are out. We had guys across from us leave with the campfire still going.
Yeah, they pulled up the stakes on their tent, threw everything in the back.
5:15 in the evening.
Back of their pickup truck and took off, and huge roaring fire left in their fire pit. But you don't see the camp host at all, and you don't want to go tell him anything because he's not going to do anything about it. You can just tell.
It's not our place to do that. We did go and try and put the fire out, but because we just saw the smoke smoldering, and when we went over there, there's brand new great big logs in there catching fire. So it was just this big old fire that had to just burn itself out.
Yeah.
So we just kept checking on it. But we got one log out and soaked it down. But what do you do? Get what you pay for, right?
Yep.
Which is nothing here. So, but it's a beautiful place.
It is a beautiful place. It's free. You get what you pay for.
And for most of the time, it's nice and quiet. Mm-hmm. Most of the ATVs are very respectful for the campground. The said guys that left the fire, they were always zooming up and down this the road right here next to us, and it's only supposed to be 5 miles per hour.
Okay, quit complaining about it.
Okay. It was really fun sitting here and watching people come and go. You got it started.
Yeah, I'm going to finish it too.
So on Tuesday, we went for a little drive.
Went to the town of Mammoth Lakes, California.
We needed to go get some groceries and prescriptions and some diesel in the truck and some propane.
It's about a 10-minute drive from here.
Yeah, and so when we headed towards that direction, there was a, scenic loop. And Tom's like, well, should we take it? I said, yeah, let's take it. We're not in a hurry. So we did, and then there were signs for Inyo Craters. Inyo, I-N-Y-O, it's the county. And
where are you? Well, we're in Inyo County.
It was a #1 rated radio show, too. with stuff like that. Anyhow, we ended up following the signs and went up to Inyo Craters. We only walked to the first one because we weren't really prepared for a hike. But it's kind of cool to go see it. It's, you know, these craters that were made by the volcanic action, you know, shooting up.
We did video on that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so we'll have some video coming out on one of our Throw Up Thursday videos.
Yep. He cannot wait for the videos to start saying Throw Up Thursday. So, Mammoth Lakes is a neat little ski town, basically.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Very, very pretty. Very beautiful mountains around you, and right now they still have snow on the tops, and so just the contrast of the trees and the mountains and the blue sky and the snow on top of the mountains.
It was pretty cool because when we pulled into one of the gas stations to get some diesel, you know, pumped it full. She walked over because they had propane, so I said, go see what the propane is. If it's X amount, go ahead and tell them, yes, we've got 3 5-gallon canisters we need to refill. So I'm filling up, finished filling up with diesel, went around the parking lot, backed up to where she was. He was finishing up with the third one by the time I got over there, loaded him up, went inside to pay. And I had just swiped my card at the pump to pay for the diesel fuel. And I paid for the propane, and the guy says, wait a minute.
Well, you had to get your receipt, too.
Yeah.
Pump was out.
Got a receipt. He goes, hold on a minute. You got a minute? And I said, yeah. And he did something on the cash register, and then he puts down cash in front of me. And I'm like, okay, what's this for? And he goes, well, if you come and you fill up, not fill up, but fuel up, doesn't matter how much you get, every Tuesday and Wednesday here, we give you a dime back per gallon. And we already got a dime back per gallon because we used your Vons card. So we got 20 cents off a gallon of diesel fuel. But we still paid $4.19 a gallon for diesel fuel.
Yeah. This living for free ain't cheap.
Because it was $4.40 a gallon at this place, and we've seen some places here on the Eastern Sierra in California, $6.09 a gallon. I saw somebody post for diesel fuel, and that was up by Yosemite and Yosemite National Park, one of the gas stations going into the park. You know, it's the last chance to get gas, but it was $6.09 a gallon for diesel, and everything else was like $5.50 and up.
Can you imagine? Oh my gosh.
Welcome to California.
Yikes.
I think the going rate statewide in California is like $4.40 a gallon, $4.40 to $4.60 a gallon for diesel right now. You know, you can find it, that's the average. You can find it lower, you find it higher. But man, I can't wait to get out of this state. Even Nevada, it's $1.30. You just cross the line in Nevada, it's $1.30 a gallon cheaper than it is in California. Just that fast crossing the line. So as soon as we leave here, and we've already filled up, because we just did that in Mammoth Lakes Tuesday, but it's going to be such a relief to fill up for $3-something a gallon.
I'm sure when we amateurize all the costs out, it is definitely way more economical to stay in a free campground or the boondocking that we've been doing on public lands. But boy, that initial sting is like, whew, you know, and groceries are expensive, and it just everything, because you know they can get you.
It's amazing.
Because you have to drive hours to get to any other kind of store.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
There it is again.
Anyway. You said I say that too much in the videos. Anyway. It's a segue into changing the subject.
I've been air checking her videos. Her parts of the videos we do together, and then her Tuesday videos. It's kind of like when you're in radio, you know, the boss pulls you into his office, and we listen to your show from the previous week. It's called air checking. And we critique the talent. Tell them what's good, tell them what's bad. What? So anyway, that's what she always says. Anyway.
Let's change the subject.
Anyway. Mike, it's a crutch word.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. So, how many more can I come up with? Well, Kaylee was on high alert yesterday. She heard something going. We think she found, well, actually, we did see a couple mice poo-poos. And so right away, we were like, okay, what are we going to do? We got in the basement, opened
We
up
think
cabinets.
that's what that is. We didn't touch it.
No, I swept it up, but it was just a few. So it's like not like been a big infestation or anything.
Mm-mm.
And so right away it was like, oh, I've seen on posts that people say, peppermint oil. So it's like, oh, I know I have some. So I dug up in the cupboard and I had just like these little tiny, they're not big bottles of oil, of peppermint oil. So luckily I had some, and we doused some cotton balls, which is what people say to do, and so we just have scattered them all over. It smells like a candy cane factory in here.
It kind of does.
Which is much better than some of the other options. Somebody said mothballs, and I was like, oh, God. When we were at a campground one time, the people next to us did that. They threw a bag of mothballs underneath their rig, and you could smell it next to them, and it was like, oh, God, that's sickening.
We went out for a little walk yesterday, and then we come back, and you walk into the rig, and it's like, gosh, I want to lick the walls.
It's minty fresh. Minty fresh. So other people have said to use the Irish Spring, and we did that, and it worked. Well, we think it did, because remember the last time when we were outside of Pahrump, we thought we had one.
Lovell Canyon. No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so we had cut up some Irish Spring bars. And it probably works right away, but then when the scent fades, then it's, no good. And so I have some more of that. We'll see. I'm going to try the peppermint first. Yeah. But mothballs, I just could. And I know that there are expensive things that you can buy to, scatter around or whatever, and mice traps, and I don't want to do that. I want to try and chase them away. Yes, it looks lovely. Lovely.
I was just showing it off to someone special.
Oh, yeah. To Ron. To Ron. But, so we'll hopefully between Kaylee and the peppermint.
Yeah.
And no food being out for them to come and eat. Maybe they came in because it was cold outside.
There's no food. There's no drips. There's no water drops anywhere in our basement or in our underbelly. We know that for a fact. There's just we're really dry, and
they hadn't torn up anything for nesting.
No,
so
we didn't find anything like that.
No,
I looked up
crossed.
Into the underbelly as far as we could from where our solar is in the basement, like our MPPT charge controller and the inverter and all, where we've got everything,
our solar equipment.
Where we've got all our solar equipment in the basement on the wall. We looked back through there as far as we could see. It's not bad. So I don't know. It might just be one little rodent, like Lori said, that came in because it did get into 20s, and it was a little chilly.
Not chilly.
We hope.
We hope that's it. We'll see. Who knows?
But
most everybody gets them at some point or another.
If not, last resort is to get some mouse traps and put a couple of them in the basement area. So if they do get smacked by it, they don't drag it off someplace.
And underneath the little shower, there's a little panel on the outside that you can see underneath the shower. And there's a towel in there that we have wrapped around the water pipes because they rattle, and that wasn't even chewed up or anything. No. So, anyway, so we thank you so much, everybody, for commenting and stuff. But ask some questions.
If you have any questions, go ahead and post them in the comments below on this video. Mm-hmm. We will answer them on our next Saturday coffee chat.
We do try to answer them on YouTube in your comment section too. We try to acknowledge everybody that, we appreciate you watching us. We thank you so much for watching and commenting and
using
subscribing.
And using our Amazon link too. If you click
using
through
our Amazon.
anything you purchase on Amazon, if you click through and use our link, it goes to the full Amazon site. It's not just RV items anymore. It used to be, that's the way I had it, but I've changed it now. It's a generic Amazon link. So anything you purchase on Amazon, you can purchase through our link below, and we truly do appreciate it.
And you can purchase just about anything from Amazon.
Pretty much these days.
Yeah. One shout out I wanted to do was to Laura McGrew and her family. Wanted to say safe travels on your summer adventure.
Yep.
They are not full time yet, but they are going on a very long summer trip. So have a fun and safe time, and let us know how it's going. And then, Kevin, you are just hysterical every single time you comment something. Sometimes I don't even know what to say, just to laugh, you know. But thank you for that. Keep it up. Anything else?
Nope.
Do we have anything else we need to talk about?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. No, just
watch our videos, Tuesday Quick Tips, Throw Up Thursdays. Every Saturday we do the Saturday Coffee Chats. And then we throw in a bonus video every once in a while on the off days. On our Thursday videos, sometimes on Friday, we follow up with the remainder of whatever the adventure was on Thursday. So that'll be on Friday. But then on Sunday and Monday and Wednesday, we might just throw something up there too. Those could be throw up extra days. Throw up extra. Oh, more throw up.
oh, gross. Okay, I'm putting my foot down on that one.
Hey, what did I step in? More throw up.
Oh, jeez.
Stop it.
All right, everyone. We hope you have a wonderful Saturday and a great week, and we will see you next time. Thank you again for watching and subscribing and clicking the bell for your notifications. If you like this, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. It's okay. We understand not everybody likes everything.
Yeah.
So have a great week, and we will see ya. Is it time for breakfast?
Yes.
What are you making today?
I'm making you fix me breakfast.